Hey everyone, Becky Thames here live sharing with you the 20 days to your 2020 e-commerce vision series. Today we are on day number 5. We're going to talk about POD or print on demand. And this is where you can create and sell custom products. See right here, POD, print on demand. That is exactly what it is. So like the previous days, I'm going to share with you the pros and the cons to print on demand. So let's talk a little bit about print on demand. Have you ever seen like a movie come out, or here's a good example, the Super Bowl. The game ends and there are already all these t-shirts, like you leave the game and you can have a t-shirt on with the final score of the Super Bowl. And you're like, how in the world did they do this? Well, they did that by POD or print on demand. And so what they do is they guess, take an educated guess of what the final score possibly could be, and they print up all these t-shirts so all the raving fans will buy the t-shirt on their way out of the stadium, or that night they'll go to a professional shop to grab the latest t-shirt. Or what about if someone passes away, like a famous musician? You'll see like they're not even, it just broke news that they passed away and it's already for sale on Amazon, right? Like their t-shirt, and it'll have the year they were born and then the year they passed away. Or maybe you're scrolling through Facebook and you see this really cool ad, and it's like, hey, girls born in 1980 rock. And you're like, hey, I was born in 1980. Or I'm scrolling through the Facebook feed and it says, hey, laboratory director. And I'm like, how did they know I was a laboratory director? And they would have a t-shirt on, right? That's what print on demand is. And so we're going to talk about the pros and the cons to print on demand. First of all, a pro for POD is it is very, very low investment cost, because you literally have no money invested in this. As long as you have an idea in your brain and you could submit a drawing online, because you don't pay for the product until the customer buys it and actually pays you, and then it's shipped to the customer, right? So you get to choose whether you want to have it done through a seller account, or if you want to choose what we call merch by Amazon. And this merch by Amazon, you can only print on like t-shirts and the long sleeve shirts and hoodies and things of that nature. But there are a ton of other POD or print on demand companies out there. I remember when that movie came out, Straight Out of Compton, and it's like, hey, I'm straight out of North, or straight out of Goose Creek, or straight out of Columbia, or wherever you are, straight out of Chicago. You know, you can put all these cities on there, and that's how print on demand works. And so, you know, you get to control your profits with this too. That's another pro, because you have these unique designs. They're super easy to control how much profit that you make. And then also some of the cons, guys, there are a lot of competitors with print on demand, because literally, like I said, you don't have much money, you don't have any money tied into it, but you need to take into account all of your competitors. And I actually have this printed all out, so I'm reading it to you. And if you want a copy of it, you can just put like a number down below and I'll send it over to you. You can see it says print on demand, create and sell custom products. But then some of the cons, like I said, currently merch by Amazon, it's limited to standard t-shirts, premium t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies. And also with merch, the customers belong to Amazon, so you don't get any of the customer data. And you have to make sure that you are abiding by all copyright laws. So you need to be super, super, super duper careful when you're doing this business model. Also, there are restrictions, because there are, you know, no profanity, no controversial subjects, the potential copyright and trademark infringements. They're heavily policed on print on demand, and rightly so. So just make sure that it's your own artwork, your own saying, when you're doing these print on demand. Now, some disadvantages: you can do print on demand through your Seller Central account, which costs $39.99 per month, and do some design mock-ups on there by third-party printing services. But if you do that, you will have to ship the products yourself. after, and it could increase the shipping time to the customer. So those are some pros and cons. Actually, print on demand is probably one of the ways. If you have zero money, this would be the way to start on Amazon with POD, but do know that it's going to be highly, highly, highly competitive, and you may get disgruntled would be the word I would say, like, oh, this Amazon doesn't work, when it does work. In fact, I was looking at my phone right here. Oops, I got the password on it. Well, you can't see it now, but I had it on here, and it said that Amazon had just shipped the item I sold. Let me see if I can pull it back up. There it is. Well, you can see all of them, but right there, you see, Amazon has shipped the item you sold. I get these emails all the time, right? And actually, I cut them on and off because they come so frequently. So right before I go live, and usually I know what times they're going to ship, but sometimes I forget to turn them off and they buzz all during the day. So guys, Amazon is alive and well, especially here during fourth quarter, or not only fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is October, November, and December, but it can go on and on and on. And January is really, really good on Amazon as well, because everybody gets their gift cards for Christmas, right? And so that is what I wanted to share with you for day number 5, the 20 days to your 2020 e-commerce vision. By the time the ball drops on January the 1st, you're going to have all the tools that you need to become a professional e-commerce seller with the e-com seller propeller. So I hope to see you tomorrow, and have an amazing night. And don't forget to sell more so you can give more. Cha-ching.